Okay, I don't know how else to start this video, so I'll just say that Justin Bieber might have just had the biggest emotional breakdown of his career. And yes, I know that the man has cried on stage, written breakup albums, shaved his head on live stream, and dropped journals about heartbreak. But this was not the same. This was so raw that it almost didn't seem like it was on purpose. Justin Bieber went live, sang an emotional song that had never been heard before, and talked about feelings that no one thought they would hear in 2025. Not only did he sing about being in a relationship that isn't you, but fans say they heard him say Selena Gomez's name several times. And the craziest part is that Selena has responded, either directly or indirectly, depending on who you ask. People on the internet are going crazy because she answered in the most Selena way possible. Not too loud, but sharp enough to cut through the noise. And to be honest, Justin's timing couldn't have been worse, because Selena is now married. Hailey is trying to stay out of trouble, but Justin is still singing breakup songs from 2013 like nothing has changed. For a long time, this has been one of the most chaotic pop culture events we've had, and today I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, what Selena's response really means, every angle, every reaction, and every hidden meaning. Let's get started, because this story is like a movie. So this is how the disaster started. One night, Justin Bieber goes live out of the blue. There was no announcement, no build-up, nothing. Just plain old, "I'm bored, here's a guitar for you. Let's talk to the fans." He seems tired. Not in the way that a long day at the studio would be. He looks more drained and heavy, like he hasn't slept well. He's not feeling well, but he's trying to keep the mood light. He starts to play chords. That's a typical move for Bieber. But the mood changes quickly. He leans into the mic, closes his eyes, and starts to sing this song that hasn't been released yet. The words are deep, emotional, and a little creepy. And they're not what you'd expect from someone who is supposedly happy in their marriage and getting ready to be a father. Then he says something that shocks the whole fandom. "I'm in a relationship that isn't you." Right away, there was chaos. Fans in the comments went crazy right away. People were typing too quickly for their phones to keep up. The live chat was moving like a slot machine. Everyone was like, "Is this real? Did he really say what I think he said? Hey, Justin, are you okay?" But then came the part that turned things from bad to worse. A lot of people say they heard Justin whisper Selena's name under his breath. He was quiet and emotional, as if he didn't want it to come out. But it did. Everyone thought it had been edited at first, but then the raw recording of the live stream came out. With the same background, audio, reverb, and vocal breaks, everyone suddenly saw that it looked very, very real. This wasn't a fake made by AI. It wasn't an edit by a troll. Justin Bieber accidentally made an emotional confession in front of thousands of people. And it wasn't just the whisper. It felt like the whole performance was about someone grieving a love they never really let go of. People were shocked. The timing is what made this go up in flames. Selena Gomez just got married to Blanco. For once, she's in a stable, mature, and healthy relationship. She really does look happy. Hailey, on the other hand, has been dealing with years of online hate, comparisons, and accusations that she's living in Selena's shadow. Then Justin thinks it's time to go live and sing about being stuck with someone he doesn't want to be with? It didn't look good. It looked like a mess. It looked like a man who was spiraling because he hadn't gotten over something. People who don't care about celebrity drama were still like, "What is Justin doing?" Fan accounts went crazy as soon as the live stream clip was posted on social media. People were arguing about whether or not it was real. Others were breaking down the sound like detectives. In a few hours, TikTok editors were posting slowed-down reverb versions. Jelena stans came out of retirement like the energy from the last battle in the Avengers. People said Justin never moved on. He still loves Selena. Hailey is embarrassed by this. He'll wish he hadn't done this. And really, how do you defend that when the lyrics were so clear? People on the internet couldn't stop talking about it. Hashtags were popular. There was a fight between fan pages. People on all kinds of social media were arguing about what this meant. And the rumor that Justin whispered Selena's name just kept getting stronger. Jelena had been trending this hard for the first time in years. Let's get real for a minute. It doesn't matter what people think of Hailey Bieber. This was hard for her. She wants to stay out of the spotlight. She has said that she doesn't like fan drama and all the time comparisons. Then her husband goes on live TV and pretty much says he's thinking about someone else. There wasn't a statement. There wasn't a shady quote. No Instagram story about what's going on. And to be honest, her silence said more than anything she could have written. She looks like she's tired. And who wouldn't be? Justin brings the Selena-Justin story back every time it dies down. Now, let's talk about Selena's reaction, which was so perfectly timed that it almost seemed fake. "They are obsessed," said a quote on an Instagram fan account, and Selena seemed to have said in response, one word, but it shook the whole internet. What was she really trying to say? She didn't say anything about Justin directly. Hailey wasn't mentioned by her. Even though she didn't name-drop anyone, the message was clear. She was admitting that people, and some would say Justin, are still obsessed with her. This was her way of stepping back from the story while still talking about it. She seemed to be saying, "I'm living my life. They still can't get over me." That alone set the internet on fire. Selena posted something new on Instagram right after that. A fun, cute, and relaxing photo dump from a girls' trip. She seemed at ease. She seemed happy. She looked like she wasn't even thinking about Justin Bieber. This is a typical Selena move. When things get tense, she posts the most calm and happy pictures she can find. It's her way of saying, "I won't get caught in the mess." Fans praised her for it, because it made Justin's live stream look even more desperate and out of touch. People need to know why this moment had such a big impact on culture. Selena and Justin were more than just a couple. They were a time. They had the same energy as Tumblr in the early 2000s. There were red carpets, team drama, sad songs, interviews that went viral, breakups, makeups, toxic cycles, and public heartbreak. They changed how a whole generation thought about young love. So when Justin says her name softly, it's not a big deal. It's not casual. It taps into feelings that have been unresolved for 10 years. That's why the internet went crazy. That story is something everyone has been through. Everyone remembers the drama. Everyone remembers the pain. It was like Jelena's ghost came out of the ground for one last scare. This wasn't just a mistake. It fits a pattern. Justin has always had trouble with his feelings. He has talked openly about his depression, trauma, attachment problems, losing control, feeling pressured by fame, and never fully processing his relationships. He often says things in a way that is hard to predict. So when he sings a song like this live, it's not by chance. It's not by chance. It's something that's deep inside of him. He seemed upset. He sounded weak. It was as if he was admitting something without meaning to. People aren't saying that he wants Selena back, but they are saying that he isn't completely better yet. The live performance really backs that up. Let's take a closer look at Selena's response, because it was a stroke of genius. She didn't say no to anything. She didn't make the fire worse. She didn't talk bad about anyone. But she didn't protect Justin like she used to. She didn't say anything about what he did. Of course. That's her saying, yes, people still pull me into Justin's life. Yes, people still care about us a lot. Yes, this is tiring. And no, I'm not going to be a part of the drama anymore. She made her limits stronger. She made it clear that Justin's problems have nothing to do with her. People aren't talking enough about how the industry has responded to this. It looks like managers, PR teams, and music executives have been working hard behind the scenes. Entertainment journalists say that Justin's live stream set off alarm bells because artists don't just leak unreleased songs on a whim. There are contracts, rights, publishers, managers, and people who watch every move a superstar makes. When Justin went live and sang this song, especially one with such personal and controversial lyrics, people who knew him said it looked like it wasn't planned and was done on the spur of the moment. Some people are even worried that he's going through something worse behind the scenes. Publicists have also been talking behind closed doors about how Selena's "absolutely" comment was a smart way to end the story without getting herself into a PR mess. And to be honest, that makes sense. Selena's team has been working hard for years to keep her away from the Selena versus Hailey story. The last thing they want is another fight. This wasn't just talk. It sent shockwaves through the music world, because when a big star breaks down in public, everyone around them feels it. We need to talk about Blanco because even though he's not directly involved, His presence changes everything. Benny doesn't usually act in dramas. He's laid back, silly, creative, and more of a behind-the-scenes person than a front-facing one. But he has also been very clear about how much he loves Selena, how he treats her well, and how serious the relationship is. Now, think about what it would be like to be him in this situation. Your wife, the woman you just married, is trending because her ex is crying her name on a live stream. People are tagging him. People who work for TikTok are making videos. People are saying that Justin wants her back in the comments. What does Benny do then? Nothing at all. No shade, no mysterious posts, no quotes, just silence. Honestly, this makes him look grown up, confident, and not bothered. And in a strange way, that silence probably means more than any response could. It shows that Selena is in a strong relationship with someone who isn't scared of her past. That difference is what makes Justin's song seem even crazier. This drama caused one of the biggest fan wars of the year. There were more than just comments. There were more than just memes. I'm talking about full-on digital trench warfare. Fans of Selena said that Justin showed what they had always said, that he never healed and never treated Selena the way she should have been treated. Some of Justin's fans were on his side. Half said he was in pain and expressing himself. The other half said he made himself and his family look bad. People who backed Hailey said it was rude, embarrassing, and almost like cheating on an emotional level. Some fan accounts even started deleting posts to avoid getting harassed. People who made TikTok videos were turning off comments. Even pages for fans who didn't take sides were full of people arguing. It was like 2018 all over again, but this time everyone was older, more emotional, and more involved. Okay guys, this is a long explanation of how Selena Gomez reacted to Justin Bieber's new song, in which he basically begs her to come back to him. This is a huge story, and to be honest, every layer just makes things more confusing. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a deep dive on Justin's side, Hailey's point of view, or the timeline of Selena and Benny's relationship. This story isn't going to slow down anytime soon. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts. Did Justin's feelings get hurt? Was the song really written about Selena? Is Hailey secretly angry or staying strong? What did you think of Selena's response? This is the end of today's video. Anyway, make sure to subscribe to Celeb Culture for more celebrity videos and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any new ones. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.